Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Thermos Scott Selections here for Monday, August 28th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a loss in baseball with the Phillies' first five, team total over 2.5 runs at minus 130 on DraftKings. Pretty rough beat there. The Phillies started off with a solo home run and a makeshift double, and then you've assumed they'd go over because the offense definitely was firing out of the gates, but they just couldn't get any big hits in the 5 innings. Bunch of guys on base, bunch of guys in scoring position, and they went 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position in the first five as the Phillies finished with 2 runs. A pretty rough beat there. Look for a winner here on Monday. And for today's play, they're going to switch gears a little bit, going to look at a pretty important sporting event that is starting on Monday, U.S. Open time. In tennis, we're going to look at a two-pick parlay taking place in the first round. Coincidentally, both matches will be taking place on Monday. One of them will be a primetime match. The other will be a middle afternoon match. And that two-pick parlay is going to pay out at minus 127 on FanDuel, a time of recording of 2 a.m. Eastern time. But starting off with the primetime match, going to be in a matchup between Djokovic and Müller. And Djokovic is a massive favorite to no surprise. And to be honest, I'm not going to spend much time going through this match because I expect Djokovic to bury him. Give me Djokovic to win in straight sets, or in other words, give me Müller to not win a set at minus 450 on FanDuel as the first leg. Couple reasons why. First reason, Djokovic, we already know, is one of the best players of all time. He's also entering this tournament in good form, as he was able to win a title in Cincinnati after beating Alcaraz in that insane 3-set marathon in the final. But we know Alcaraz is pretty much tied with Djokovic for best player in the world right now. But Djokovic, before that match, beat up on some pretty good competition as he did not drop a set in the entire tournament before the final. So I know Djokovic is in great form. Müller is not. Müller's lost 6 straight matches. So in general, is not exactly a great hardcore player. He doesn't exactly bring many, I'd say, unique skills to the table here to match against Djokovic. And I do think, once again, I think Djokovic is going to bury him. So give me Djokovic to win in straight sets as the first leg here. And the second leg, the more obscure play, will be Papiron and Stricker over 3.5 sets, and that's currently available at minus 215 on FanDuel. And once again, that two-pick parlay pays out a minus 127 on FanDuel. So a couple reasons why I'm going to go with the over 3.5 sets in this match. First reason, the odds makers are expecting a very close match between these two, as the money line is somewhat close between the two, but the total in this match in games is 41.5, which means the odds makers are expecting a minimum of 4 sets, because the maximum games you could have in 3 sets is 39 with 3 tiebreakers. So odds makers are expecting, once again, at least 4 sets, and I agree, because Papiron has been a marathon match guy recently. He has split the first 2 sets in 6 of his last 7 matches. Reminder that those are 2 out of 3 set matches. This is 3 out of 5. So there is an extra set per se that you have in case of emergency for a player to win a set if he goes down 2-0, where you'd not have that luxury if it was a regular tournament. But Papiron, once again, has been pretty streaky in his matches, where he'll look very sharp in one set, then his level will fall off in another, and as a result, he does seem to find himself in a deciding set quite often, and I do think that should be the case once again here on Monday. But Stricker is kind of in a similar boat. He went through U.S. Open qualifying, and he did make it through as he won all 3 matches. However, he did split the first 2 sets in 2 of those 3 qualifying matches. So he's also been no stranger to having kind of streaky play. And I do think you're going to end up seeing both these players come together in a marathon match where either player is going to have some pros and some cons with their performances, some highs and some lows, and you will end up seeing a balancing act where it gets into the 4th and the 5th set. And this actually is going to be the second straight meeting in the first round of a Grand Slam. They faced off in Wimbledon a couple of months ago, and the match was a marathon because the two faced off and it went to 5 sets. So once again, these two players have a pretty similar skill set. They're both good servers. They are definitely powerful on the forehand side, but they're also very streaky. And I do think the unforced errors can be an issue for both sides. I see, once again, a very even contest throughout. And I think that you're going to end up seeing each player win at least 1 set in this match. So once again, the two-pick parlay for the U.S. Open will be Djokovic to win in straight sets, parlayed with Papiron and Stricker over 3.5 sets at minus 127 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.